There's just these great, caring, committed individuals who are being honored, and so that's my privilege, right? I get to honor them.
I love and adore what Rita Henley Jensen has created, and this event is something I look forward to. Of all the many events that I go to between LA and New York, this is simply one of my most favorite. It's so exciting, it's so thrilling to learn about so many women that I've never heard of in some instances, and others that I just relish the opportunity to get to know.
This is an incredible, exciting honor and a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to come to New York and talk to the people here about Beyond Media education and the transformative work that we're doing with women and girls.
It feels great to be recognized in a group of such passionate, dedicated, empathetic people.
I'm energized by being here with all these wonderful people who just happen to be women.
Every one of them is humble. Every one of them believes that somebody else has accomplished more than she has.
I was at the breakfast this morning when I got to meet a lot of these leaders, and they're just an awe-inspiring bunch of women.
Hi, this is Sister Kathleen Reese, and I'm Betsy Chandler. And Sister Kathleen is with the Leo House and the United Nations.
And some of our honorees this evening are staying at the Leo House, which we're very delighted to host them. And I keep Betsy together and she keeps me together, and that's why I get to all these wonderful events.
It's all exciting. It's mostly sharing with other women, the work they do for women around the world, getting to know them. It's just fantastic.
The most exciting part is being with 20 other awardees. They are, many of them, women and men who I have admired for a long time. Some I've known, others I am meeting for the first time, but I think that's the most exciting thing for me.
It is all about leadership in girls and in young women, and being with these other 20 women who are clearly leaders is the opportunity to see what leadership does and how it really does change the world.
Such a high level of collaboration and such a low level of ego, and it made it so easy to connect on so many subjects.
Jen Taylor Friedman and I, my name is Linda Koppelson. We are two women who write Torah scrolls, which is an ancient art, an ancient craft that has been the domain of men for most of history.
I've been watching this event for all of the years that it's been happening, and it's just extraordinary what Rita does to find women in various parts of the country and the world to honor who are doing really substantial work.
She's really happy and very humble to be here. She never thought that would happen in her life. So, it's a great job that the Women's E-News are doing.
I send Women's E-News clippings to a listserv in my neighborhood of 250 women. So we love to get this news, and it's a very important resource. Nowhere else are we going to find these.
Being in the room with so many amazing, accomplished individuals, I'm truly beside myself because I never thought I would receive such an honor.
I didn't know anybody else in the group. I've heard of some of them, so it's always cool to meet what at least Women's E-News thinks are a group of your peers. So I enjoy that, like meeting your peers.
It's been a really gratifying experience for me to be able to connect with these folks and hopefully continue to be able to do so in the future.
I'm a huge fan of Women's E-News for the reason that everyone here is, and that it's one of the few places where I can go every single morning and know I'm going to see an important story about women. So to be able to come here and not only celebrate and support that effort, which is so important, but to hear from these 21 women and men that they select every year who are doing the kind of work that does need to be celebrated, that does need to be in the press and in the media everywhere. So you feel like when you're here, you're getting the news that you might not see tonight or read about in tomorrow's paper, but that you should. And that's the reason that we need Women's E-News, is to make sure that we know these stories and that we're celebrating them.
We're with the Girl Scouts, and we're so excited that our CEO, Kathy Cloninger, is being honored. Richly deserved.
Well, the most exciting thing is meeting the other honorees. It is such a dynamic, inspirational, wonderful group of women and one man. So far for me, that's been, what's made it worthwhile and exciting.
Pat Gruber was here. She'd never been here before. And she said, it's the breadth and the depth, and it's the diversity, and it's, women from all backgrounds and different nations. And people just come away so energized and thrilled.
My name is Mark Hallett, and I'm a senior program officer in the journalism program of the McCormick Foundation in Chicago. I'll be presenting an award actually tonight, the Ida B. Wells Award in Bravery in Journalism, to Salome Chasnoff. And so I'm absolutely thrilled not only to be here for the dinner, but to be able to present this important award.
I'm Fran McMorris, a former board member of Women's E-News. I've been involved with Women's E-News from the beginning. It's an incredible website that deals with women's policy issues. And the 21 leaders that they choose every year are just an outstanding group of women. When you come to this dinner and meet them, the energy, the excitement, the intelligence, the integrity of these women really stand out. And it's a phenomenal evening.